distinction in class. Wealth comes into being when there are haves and have-nots. So wealth, you have to have an artificial means of creating a large number of have-nots that they will do the menial work, so that those who have can sit back and enjoy themselves. That is what wealth is. It's not in the money, it's in the illusion of it being in the money. You see, for there to be wealth, you see, the majority of people have to be impoverished. You see, if I give to you, if I give half of you in this room here $10 million apiece, you right? The first thing that many of you will go out to do is to spend that money on buying the coercive force of the other half of the people in the room. You with me? Right? You know, I give $10 million for people this side of the room, right? One of you will spend that money, you with me, to buy up the people over here to go take the money away from those over here. So power is not in the army. Power is not in the gun. You see? Power is in the hands of the people. But for there to be power, you must be kept ignorant about why you're fighting and what you're fighting about. It boils down to being kept in the Sahu part of the Spirit. And to do that, you see, the man who controls you has to create an alliance between you and the animal spirit within you. The servant spirit, the God of Eferut. We call her Het Heru. Het is a house. Heru is the hero within you, the liberator within you. The will. The will is that part of you that will liberate you. Het Heru is the house of the will. You see? Your will has to be nourished by your sexual vitality. That is why you see every, martial artist conserves his sexual energy. That's why every liberator, Mahatma Gandhi, he will conserve their sexual energy. That's why in every spiritual culture, when the yogi, the sage, the whatever is going to do something major, they conserve their sexual power. When they want to control a people, they addict the people to wasting their sexual vitality. They will allow you to get rich singing songs about how sweet it is. You know, how you can't do without it. I know it because I was once a songwriter. I was making lots of money myself. You follow what I'm saying? Before I became Un Nefer Amen, I was Broadway Reggie. I had songs on the charts. I had records on the charts. I was making money out there. I knew the game. I knew how to write the songs. The rhythms, the lyrics, what to say. And you write for the women. Not for the men. You write for the women. Always for the women. You know what I'm talking about. Any songwriter knows how to make money. They will pay you to enslave the minds of your people, get them to drain that sexual power away. But if you understand their Kemetic wisdom, the sexual energy is the highest expression of the life force. You see? If you want those men and women who are going to be the liberators, will have to go through a cycle of conservation. You know what I'm saying? But when I say conservation, I don't necessarily mean not having sex. There's a great tantric wisdom of how you can have sex without splitting the seed. We have to go back to this kind of knowledge. That's right. You see? We have to pull the plug on the television, on the movies. You see, and spend more time now, you see, understanding how to empower ourselves. Empowerment is not pouring information into your head. It all goes down into the eighth cell. Liberation is raising consciousness. Consciousness flows through these different spheres of the sphere of life. You with me? It's a raising of consciousness. We find that, you see, since liberation has to do with freeing yourself of the symbolism, the words that have been used to enslave you, we find that the most potent weapon of the enemy is religion. Religion. The black church is the biggest financial enterprise in America. Yet they do not use that money to liberate black people. If the church was doing the right thing, let us go back and understand how easy it is to destroy Sahu man. Anybody ever read the Old Testament? People walk up to me and say, "Shechem, do you believe in the Bible?" I say, "Yes, I understand the Bible." Or I might say, "No, I don't believe in the Bible, but do you understand the Bible?" You see? Did I finish off here? 1, 2, 3 here? Oh yeah. Okay. So the whole thing then is that when you read the Old Testament, you find the Old Testament was about a people who were disunited and were, they were now brought into different clans and tribes to give them a sense of nationhood. You see? You're the tribe of this, you're the tribe of that, the tribe of the other, and so forth, but all these tribes are one nation, the nation of Israel, the Hebrew nation. You with me? So the Bible speaks about how, you see, people will come together to get a land of their own, because you see, these people, when the people of the Bible came to Western Asia, what is today Palestine and Israel and Syria and so forth, these lands were already occupied, they were already taken. You see, when Abraham came, all the lands were taken. You see? So the Old Testament is how the people could come together and form a covenant with God, and then God will help these people take the land away from those who have it already. Okay? So if you understood the Bible and you were living by the Bible, you would use the instruction in the Old Testament to unify yourself